Hey, what's up, y'all? Back with another part of this first post. I'm still on the first post. That's why I wanted to make sure that this podcast was done in a way where you could see every part of it. But this one should not take as long. I'm still talking about the adjustments that StockX is making in a cooling resale world. The part that I'm on right now, and you'll see me scrolling down to it, is StockX cross category bulk shipping. Now, back on May 31st, there was an email sent out to sellers, certain sellers, but not all sellers, that enabled sellers to create and ship cross vertical bulk shipments. Now, what does that mean? Sneakers, shoes, apparel, trading cards, those categories only. If a seller is on StockX Pro, that seller can do 12 sneakers or 12 apparel or 6 of each, but they can't do 12 of each. You can only put 12 things in one bulk box. Why is that important? And who does it benefit? Well, first off, it benefits StockX because the shipping is cheaper when you can put a lot of different orders into one box. You have some sellers who sell 5 to 10 pair of items per day. And if you can put 5 shirts in with 5 pair of shoes, it makes the shipment much cheaper. So StockX saves money on the back end. The seller saves money on boxes because originally you could not put a shirt in a box with a pair of shoes. Now you can, and that helps a ton. So I wrote articles back a while, probably right when they first started doing the bulk shipping, and they had a lot of little glitches inside of it that affected how things work. But now it's good. If you want to go and read that article, it's on the site in the article on the adjustments that StockX is making. But I got a really good example to explain here. Why is this important? At one point, let's take the Jordan brand, the monogram bag. And I don't know if you guys remember the monogram bag, but they are big. They look like Gucci bags. They have the 23 logo all over. They're really nice bags. That bag is a solid seller, especially in certain colors. That thing rolls. It's a really good item for resale. Now, it doesn't sell at a big, crazy inflated price. It sells at retail, but if you can pop into a clearance store and find one of those monogram bags, you can do very well with it. Now, I know somebody's like, don't give away the secrets. I apologize. For those of you who are doing that, I apologize, and I gave it away. But more than likely, people won't be able to find them because there were buyers in different clearance stores and factory stores who snatched all of those things. So they're pretty much all gone out there. But that bag was so big, it was much bigger than a box of sneakers. But it also didn't sell super fast originally, but now it does. But this is the thing. You could have, 3 pair of sneakers that you sold, and then you would have to use a big, giant box for the bag because there was nothing that you could put the bag in. So now what you have is a situation where StockX would have incurred a bigger shipping rate. What they've done now with this recapturing or the cross-category bulk shipping, what they've done now, it puts another notch in the kind of belt of StockX for recovering revenue. So it's pretty important. Now, you can place these different categories, those 3 categories, into one shipping box. And this is going to be really important as sneakers cool down. Interestingly enough, apparel is picking up. T-shirts are picking up. Nike Tech Fleece, that kind of stuff is picking up. So what I expect is, and especially because a lot of Nike apparel goes to the clearance stores and they get marked down to these ridiculous prices, and you can pick up like 3 or 4 different Tech Fleeces for $49.99 or something like that, and then you can probably flip those for $60. And once again, I'm giving away secrets, and I apologize to those of you who are out there moving Tech Fleece, and I just gave a secret away. My bad. As a matter of fact, let's finish that one and let's go to the biggest one for what StockX is doing to adjust. And here it goes. StockX is now using Google AdSense. Why is this important? I'm going to open this image in a new tab so you can see it and explain it to you. Some of you may not know what Google AdSense is. All right. You may not be a publisher, or you may not be monetized on YouTube. I'm not sure, but I'm going to try and explain it so you can understand why StockX using Google AdSense is an extremely interesting approach to what they're doing, but why it's a smart approach to what they're doing. But I mean, there's a, you know what? Let's get to it. AdSense. Google AdSense allows publishers to generate revenue with ads that are delivered by Google and its partners. Now, ad blockers have become more effective at removing the ads, but on StockX, you really can't do ad blockers because you need different pop-up windows and different things to kind of take shape. Although AdSense isn't as effective as it used to be, it's still a powerful tool of generating revenue for publishers. Now, when I say publishers, I'm talking websites, people who are on YouTube, right? These people that have ads on their sites. Now, when you think about StockX gets, at the peak, StockX was getting 42 million visits a month. At the peak. StockX is now right around 32 million visits per month. Now, ad blockers aren't that effective on mobile. But up until recently, with this kind of adjustment of StockX using Google AdSense, up until recently, StockX really didn't have a way to monetize lurkers and people who were visiting daily. They couldn't monetize those people. They simply had to wait for those people to decide to make a decision to purchase. Now that the platform is featuring AdSense, those impressions on those ads are now revenue generators. That's super important. Now, there is an uncomfortable truth that arrives with the use of AdSense for StockX. So when we look at this image that you see to my side here, you can see, obviously, I've been searching for high jump pits. I'm a coach and I need a high jump pit for an indoor facility, right? So if you look at this ad, you'll see these high jump pits and crash pads and different things from Anthem. Now that's on the StockX website. So AdSense, Google AdSense uses cookies, and these cookies allow companies to target you with ads. StockX pretty much understands that it takes multiple visits for a buyer to decide to make a purchase on StockX. So it takes a person a few visits before they make a purchase. Those multiple visits by potential consumers, that's a good problem for StockX to have. Yeah, they don't buy the first time, but they keep coming back. That's a good thing because eventually they buy. Now, a customer can browse the site, and even though they're going to eventually make a purchase, with resale slowing down the way it has, those people who are lurkers, those people who are going to check prices on StockX to see what they can sell to someone else, or those people that are trying to figure out resale, all of those people are now being converted into revenue for StockX. So in the past, StockX didn't have anything on their homepage or landing pages except for information for StockX. Now, the Google AdSense, it does funnel people away from the site, but because StockX has created the ads as targets, they pop open and StockX stays open in the background. So they don't necessarily have to worry about the funneling away, but StockX, all of the content they used to have was just an internal kind of thing that allowed you to circulate inside of the StockX system. Now, if you see to my side here, you'll see this Clearweather ad. That's Google AdSense. If someone clicks that ad, I get a percentage of what Clearweather paid Google. I hope this is clear because it's super important stuff, man. It's very important. So with Google AdSense now on StockX, when a visitor clicks the ad, it may take them away from the site, but in this cooling resale environment, capturing revenue on 30 million visits per month is not a small thing. It's not small at all. As a matter of fact, according to the AdSense revenue calculator, a person that gets page views per month of 10 million, their estimated annual revenue on those 10 million visits is $748,800. That's the estimated annual revenue for 10 million visits per month. StockX is getting 30,000 plus. That means they are generating possibly an additional $3 million of revenue from Google AdSense. I don't know if you understand how important that is. StockX is now competing with, you may start seeing StockX do a lot more content on the site now that it has Google AdSense on the site. So StockX's growth has always been amazing. And I've documented the rise of StockX over the years in the website traffic. StockX is only trailing Nike.com in the sneaker space for website traffic. StockX is, you could argue, bigger than most sneaker brands. That's how much website traffic StockX is getting. And now they are monetizing that traffic. That's important stuff. Those guardrails that they've put in as resale cools down, this is an important thing. And I hope you get what I'm saying here. This post was initially going to kind of discuss an opportunity that StockX has failed to capitalize on, but I'm not going there because it's more important to understand why StockX had to implement these guardrails because resale has slowed. But the ultimate question is, why has resale slowed? That is the end of this first section of the podcast, and we're going to go on into part 2, which is the depth of FOMO in sneaker resale. And I'm going to start on that in the next video. I appreciate your new subscribers. Everybody, go to the website, check things out, share with your peers. If you're getting into good conversations about the sneaker industry, I hope you guys are appreciating this content. And like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.